right, girls are getting started here. Starting today, we have Tenley, Lainey, Ava in the front row, and then serving, we've got Elena, Kirsten, and Maddie on the far side. Refs just checking placement of players on the court. And a good serve from Elena. Point Vipers. Trouble on the other side. Point Vipers. 2-0. Vipers take the lead early here. Be a toss in for the Vipers now. To Kirsten. Kirsten up to Tenley. Tenley to Laney with a nice middle swing. Trouble on the other side. Point Vipers. Get up from our Vipers here, playing a free ball over to the back of the court. Trouble for Bandits. Point Vipers. Vipers getting a toss here. Tenley gets under it, sets it up to Ava. Ava with a nice swing. Puts it up on the other side, trying to dive and save it. Ball lands in the court, point for Vipers. We are at 5-0 right now. Bandits looking to gain some steam here. They get their toss. Ball goes up and over. Down on our side. Point for Bandits. Tenley back to serve. Good serve from Tenley. Trouble. Unable to handle that one. Point for Vipers. 6-1. Ball's coming over free. Lena to take that. Tenley and Laney's reaching around each other there. Maddie gets that up. Kirsten sets it up. Ava to push it over. Trouble on the Bandit side, goes into the net. I still haven't found my voice back from sharing on provincial hockey last weekend, so you'll forgive me today if it sounds a little quiet in here. Ava with a nice swing to the back of the court. Ball is out of play, point for Bandits. Short serve on the other side, point for us. 7-2. Pass goes to Lena here, gets that up to Laney. Laney sends it to Maddie. Maddie with a swing, finds the open hole, and it goes up and over. Out of bounds, point Vipers. 9-2. Tips coming over, Tenley's there for it. Laney gets her hand on it, puts it over top the blockers. Point for Vipers. 10-2-2. Laney to serve. Short serve. Just caught the edge of her hand. Toss in for Bandits now. On the net. Didn't call it. Oh, yep. She did call it. Perfect. Point for Vipers. Toss into Tenley. Up to Ava. Ava sends it to Kirsten. Kirsten with a nice rip. Blocked at the net. There is an extremely tall couple girls on the other team, so we'll have to watch those blocks getting us. Out of bounds. Point Vipers. It's 11-5. Nice swing from Maddie. Ball lands at the back of the court on the other side. Point for us, 12-5. Toss in here for Bandits.
Let's go, Bison!
Ball's coming over free. Kirsten passes it up. Ava takes it up. Kirsten gets on top, underneath it, sorry, but there's a hand over top. Bandits point. Ava back to serve for Vipers. Good serve. Trouble in the net. Point for Vipers. Laney takes that one up to Maddie. Maddie sets up Kirsten. Kirsten gets a hand under it, passes it over. Back row set for Bandits. Ava takes that. Maddie sets this up for Alina. Alina pushes it over. It's coming back over to Vipers. Kirsten gets her hands on it. Down on Bandits' side, point Vipers. 15-5. Maddie gets that back in play. Swing by Ava. Ball lines in at the back of the court on the line. Point for Vipers.
Let's go, Mia.
Short serve. Point Vipers. Trouble on the other side. Ball hits the roof. That's now a playable ball in defense mode. But they were unable to get underneath it to get it back over. So point for Vipers. 18-5. Now we take the lead. Kirsten with a nice swing and pushes it back at the court. Touches some hands and goes out of play. Point for Vipers. 19-5. Maddie's back to serve. Good serve from Maddie. Not handled on the other side. Point for us. Toss in for Bandits. Didn't make it over the net. Point for Vipers. 21-5. Toss in for Vipers going to Ava. Ava passes up to Kirsten. Kirsten sets it up to Lena. Lena with the swing and it goes long. And in the back of the court. Point for us. Short serve. Kirsten laughing at herself as she went to block the serve. Toss into Ava. Ava sets it up to Kirsten. Kirsten gets, or Lainey, sorry, gets it over. All right, girls. It's 23-6 at the moment for Vipers. Couple points here to go. Bandits get their toss. Nina gets her hands on it, pushes it over. Coming back at us now. Okay, set this up, girls. Kirsten sets it up to Tenley. Tenley pushes it to the back. Ball lands in play. Calling it a point for Vipers. Kirsten serving. Good serve from Kirsten. Trouble on the other side, not handled. Ace for the girls. Final point, 25-6. That's the first set. We will switch sides for the second set. Second set getting started here. We've got Tenley in front right side, and then Cece in the middle, and Aubrey on the left. And then we've got Polly in the back left, Juliana and Niddy. Short serve. Tenley's going to serve first. Toss in for Vipers. Goes to Juliana, then to Tenley. Cece with a big swing. Lands at the back of the court, point for us. 2-0. Tenley now back to serve. Good serve from Tenley. Who's handled on the other side. Point for Vipers. Aubrey Stoughton got her hands up for a big block there. Tossed in for Bandits. Nitty gets that up to Cece, to Aubrey. Aubrey with a nice swing, puts it to the back of the court, off the hands of the Bandits and out. Point Vipers. If it's your first time watching, 13U volleyball in Manitoba is played with triple balls, so it is a serve and then 2 tosses. Not handled by the Bandits, point for Vipers. 6-2. 0, I believe. Yep. Short serve. Point for Vipers. Vipers taking the first set, 25-6, at a 6-point lead here. Nice play by Polly, just over. Toss into Bandits now. Didn't quite make it over. Cece back to serve. Good serve. Not handled. Ball down. Point Vipers. Tips coming over. It was in. Toss to Tenley. Up to Aubrey. Juliana with a nice swing. Ball's coming over. Nitty gets her hands on it. It's over the net and into the net on the other side. Knocked her teammate's glasses off. It's 11-1. Serve is up. Polly to take this hit. The swing. Double touch on the other side. Point for us. 12-1. Tenley takes this one up to Aubrey. Aubrey sets it up to Juliana. Tight to the net. Juliana saves it. But the ball lands just out of court. Point for them. It is 12-2. Polly gets that up to Aubrey. Aubrey sets it up to Juliana. She has to reach hard. Gets it up and over. Cece takes that one to Polly. Polly with a swing down the middle. And into the bottom of the net. Point for Vipers. Aubrey's back to serve. See, there's some Aubrey fans here on the live. Oh, and a short serve. We have a lot of friends and family that have been able to join us closer to home this time. So some grandparents and siblings joining the party for cheering. Vipers having a good start here, 14-3. Toss in for Vipers. Polly's setting that up for Juliana. Juliana gets a hand on it. Trouble in the back, not handled well. Point. Short serve. Cece sets that to Polly. Polly sets up Nitty. Nitty swings off the tape. It's up and over. Juliana takes that one. Polly gets her hands on that. Puts it down on the other side with the big reach over top. Good job. Toss in for Bandits. Set up to Nitty. Nitty's got to get tight to the net, but it falls on our side. Point for Bandits. Nice point for us. Toss in the Bandit. Swing into the net. Score is 20-4 for Vipers. Tenley having to get tight to the net and gets her hand on the ball and puts it over. Point for us. Tenley's there for the roll off the tape. Girls are going to get it over for her. Ball lands in the court. Good play, girls. Toss in for Vipers. Nitty gets that set. Ball's up and over. Oh, Nitty tried again. Just stop for tie side on her hand. Score is 22-5. Toss in the Bandits. Juliana sets that over the net, and they play it in to the net. I was going to say, yep, they're just looking at the score. They marked it wrong. 23-5. We got Juliana back to serve with a nice serve, not handled on the other side, 24. They're getting to sing their ace song a few too many times this game. Toss in for Bandits now. Possible rally point here. Falls over, Polly puts it up. Nitty sets it to Cece. Cece swings it cross court for the point. Vipers take this set 25-5. The game is done, so we will be playing our next scheduled game for 5 o'clock. But we are a bit ahead of schedule, so it might be sooner than that. Just keep an eye out for the next live. Thanks, guys.